Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2023 ski test. Today we're talking about the Blizzard Zero G 105. These skis have been around for a while, but for 2023 we do get some updates to the construction, which I think is really cool. So Blizzard's calling it Carbon Drive 3.0 in these new skis, and in addition to that, we also get a new wood core. So we get TrueBlend Tour wood core in these new skis, and what they've done is they've taken mostly Paulownia wood and kind of enhanced it with just 6 different little strips of poplar throughout the ski. So mostly Paulownia, but there is a little bit of poplar in there, which I think is cool, and I think it's cool that Blizzard literally tells us how many little strips of poplar we get. It's just maybe, if anything, that's just a nod to their detailed craftsmanship and just like really good finish quality in these skis is they clearly care about the details. And then back to that Carbon Drive 3.0, I like to think of it as using carbon in 3 different ways. So we get a full 360-degree carbon frame in these skis. That's a conversation that has come up with, I guess, like mostly we have that conversation with Elan, and how you use carbon in a 3-dimensional application tends to give a ski a smoother feel, just stronger overall performance, and just a better feel than traditional horizontal carbon laminates. So pretty cool to see it in these skis. And then we also get what Blizzard calls carbon reinforcements. So you can kind of see that right underfoot here. Full width carbon right under where you're going to be standing, right under the bindings. And then they also kind of weave some carbon into the top layer of fiberglass, which I suppose would be fair to say that's a more traditional use of carbon fiber. Very cool construction. The result is a very, very lightweight ski, 105 underfoot, 180 centimeters here, and just over 1,500 grams, just barely. So pretty darn light. Obviously light enough for alpine touring, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And then taking a look at its shape, the 105, as you would probably expect, if you compare it to a ski like the Zero G 95, we get a little bit more soft snow focus in its shape. So what that means is basically just longer tip and tail rocker. So you can see the amount of tail rocker back here. I would say the Zero G 95 has 5 to 10 centimeters less tail rocker. So super, super fun, and definitely a nod to its intended purpose. If you're the type of skier that likes to earn your own turns, and in doing so, ideally, you're seeking out some softer snow conditions, this is a great choice. Excuse me. Blizzard has what feels like new focus on the touring category in general. You could compare this ski to the Hustle 10. They're pretty darn close in waist width, the Hustle 10 being 102, this ski being 105. That Hustle 10 is more designed for 50-50 touring resort application. So put something like a Salomon Shift binding on it, a Duke PT, maybe a Kingpin, something like that that's designed for a little bit of strength and has kind of some influence from alpine bindings. This ski, on the other hand, to me at least, feels most appropriate to pair with a true lightweight tech touring binding. Really not something that I think is super appropriate in the resort. Like, sure, you could ski it in the resort, but I don't think it's going to be particularly rewarding if you're just spinning lift laps. Even like the Hustle 10, I think is a better ski for that choice. This thing is just a blast in the backcountry. It's light for the ascent, so you're not too worn out when you get to the top, but you can still ski it pretty hard on the way down. That's probably the biggest benefit from the new construction in these skis, is that Carbon Drive 3.0 does give them a pretty strong feel. It's not a flimsy flex pattern there. It's a pretty supportive, pretty stable flex pattern, and there's a lot of precision to them as well. So lightweight, easy to flick around, good amount of tip and tail rocker, so you're not going to feel locked into a turn, but they're still strong. They're still supportive. It's still a ski you can trust if you are skiing pretty fast down a backcountry line, if you're skiing something really steep and you need to trust the ski's edge grip. Maybe you're encountering some wind scoured terrain or even some like refrozen, just like chundery snow. You can trust it. The ski's not going to just get like kicked around and deflected when you don't want it to. So really cool ski. I think it's one of the leaders in its category for kind of blending the lightweight that you need for a touring ski with a good amount of strength. So great job to Blizzard on the new version of the Zero G105 here. Let us know if you have any questions about it, as always, and we'll see you all out there on the hill.